Hey there, everybody. I'm Secborn. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a GitHub repo that looks like it might be involved in some automation, possibly even bot-like behavior. We'll explore the repo structure, look into some files, and other interesting things going on under the hood that may be intentionally hidden, and hopefully, by the end of it, you'll see how this repo operates and learn some techniques for analyzing other projects or repos yourself. So let's get started. So this repo is named Boosting, seems to be focused on some sort of like automating actions possibly to increase social media engagement or similar activities. Let's start with some of the key files that we kind of see going on here. Let's see. Since it's called boosting, I'd probably start with boost.py. And you can see here's the code. It looks like it is, yeah, you have some choices to select, probably to select the other files that are being called or used or created. And we can see, yeah, we can extract account and you can extract the account. It looks like this is where you're going to kind of control the suite of actions, designed for this whole repo. And we can try to take a look at another one. Maybe, let's just see. What about auto follow? It's using that to get the profile ID. You can, it looks like an SD card test token. This is probably all being done on mobile too. Really interesting. And okay, so we have that kind of going on, and yeah, looks like it's, yeah, you're removing stuff, you're removing followers, you're adding followers, follow profile. So cool. This is looks like it is doing what we think it's doing, automation of kind of that social media engagement. So let's take another look at, there was one that was pretty interesting. So there's this spam share.py. And with the spam share, it looks like it is a Lambda function using Marshall and zlib for decompression. It's base 64 encoded and reversed. So there is something interesting here that is being intentionally kind of hidden, but will eventually be executed. So this is the type of thing that you often see when they're trying to really obscure what they're trying to do. But who knows what they're trying to do at this moment? I don't know. Let's go ahead and just check out some of the history though of this repo. And we want the entire history for Boost. And here, when I'm looking through the history, we're going to look for just anything interesting, really. Anything interesting like deletes or files that maybe we haven't really seen. Added files, join groups. Let's see. Deleted share.py. Load the diff. Some token stuff. Okay. Let's see if we see anything else that's gonna catch our eyes. And we're looking for anything that might be interesting or more a little bit like, look, here's a bot.py. What is this? Anything interesting? It does. It looks like there is a bot token to, a Telegram API. So they were doing or handling some sort of bot with the API or using the API. So that's rather interesting, whatever they may have been doing there. And they hard coded that token in. And so, but yeah, and then they deleted it. Oh, look, here's a 100fra.txt. And these are, oh yeah, these look like IDs. So they loaded some IDs, and who knows if they're active or up or real, but those look like IDs. And they also deleted those. And so, yeah, a lot of interesting stuff, and looks like we've seen this. But okay, So let's kind of move on. So they deleted some of these, and those were some of the really interesting ones. We could also see another cool thing to do, I guess, is you can go up here and you can do hold on, what was it called? Let's just copy it over here, because what I want is this. You can do api.github.com commits. So you use GitHub's API to actually see the commits that were done. Let's see, commits. Hold on. It is because it is, oh, I see. GitHub.com, and it's repos. Then the repo. And you could see we can expand all. And here we have everything, and even a personal email here, which I will likely not show. But you could see that you can use the GitHub API, and if they don't actually toggle a setting on, you can actually get a lot more information too about the commit history. So really interesting. When we go back and we can actually see, let's actually look closer at that what was it, the spam share, because now I'm just curious. So this whole repo is like about automating possibly social media related things, from followers, likes, and all sorts of interesting stuff. But this spam.share, let's take a little bit of a closer look. We'll just kind of scratch the surface about what's actually kind of going on. So let's open up VS Code. Let's make this a little bigger. So it's code, and it is code. Oh yeah, code. Oops. User dash data directory. I'll specify that later. No sandbox. So we open up VS Code. Let's new file. Let's put it in desktop is fine. And we'll call it decode.py. And yeah, we'll save it here. Decode.py. So we'll need to start trying to reverse this, but let's see how big that, oh yeah, it's big. So let's get our, no, we don't need that. We need our decode.py. And so first, let's import, we're going to import base 64. Then we also need to import zlib, and then, oh, Marshall. We need to import Marshall. And we can call our ugly string. And that will equal that whole big thing that we'll paste in afterwards. We'll reverse the string. And that'll equal the ugly string. And we have to actually reverse it. So I think it was 1, right? 1. Good to go, I think. Oh, hold on. Sorry. It's actually there. And then we can do, we'll call this decoded. Gosh. Okay. So decoded base 64 and dot B64 decode decode, making sure I spell it right. I'm very prone to misspelling stuff. And then it's reverse string. And then what we'll do next is we reverse the string. Then we have to decompress equals, and decompress equals should be, it was zlib. Is that what it says over there, right? I think it's zlib. Yeah, it's got to be zlib. I put it up earlier. So zlib dot decompress. Let's do decompress. And we're decompressing the decode. And then we can do the output, which should equal, Marshall nodes decompress. And let's just print it. And we'll print output. So that should work. Let's get all the data right here. Oh man, this is big. And let's see. Copy that. Paste it. Can do word wrap. That's pretty big. We'll save that. Then we need to go, I think it was on the desktop. Yep. chmod plus x and decode. Now we're executable. So we'll do Python decode.py. Unterminated string literal. Oh, great. So let's look at what we copied over. It is literally that. All right. Let's try that again. And oh, looks like this might, what was it decoded to was actually bytecode. The code is pointing to a memory address. So let's see what we can actually do with this. Let's see. Let me think. Let's see. I guess we'll write it to a file. So we have the decompress. So instead of the output, let's do this. So we'll actually, with open, just trying to do the whole thing. With open, we'll call it byte code dot, it's Python, so it's probably Python bytecode. And we'll write that as f dot, f dot write decompress. And I guess we'll just say we really don't need a print, but completed. Okay, now let's see if we get it completed. Look, we even saw a file added here. Let's open it anyways. So it's bytecode. It looks like it's even further. So yeah, this is even more bytecode. So this is really starting to get deeper and deeper into the reverse engineering side. So let's take a look. So let's go back, and I think we'll call it here. And let's do a quick recap that this repo was intended, or it seems like on the surface is intended to help automation of auto follow, auto comments, auto reacts. But the thing that you should always be careful about is when you try to play with these repos or use these repos, sometimes they have some hidden functionality that is hidden and then double hidden as we were able to decode it or found out it was bytecode. And then now that the bytecode is even more, there's more to be done for reverse engineering and trying to figure out what it's actually doing. So they're trying to hide what they're doing. It could be benign, it could be malicious. We don't know. But the point is, I wouldn't necessarily use this repo right away, especially since we don't know what it's actually doing. And if I were doing some sort of investigation of this, if one of the users on our network happened to use this for whatever reason, and there were some sort of interesting things going on and malicious activities and so many repercussions from actually using this, you can start investigating. And of course, you can use that whole GitHub Repo API, and you can actually see one of the seed informations that we are actually given is a email here that they did not use the right one. So I think that's what we're going to call it. If you found this breakdown interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if we should actually do another video to really deep dive this bytecode here. And we can take that analysis even further, but need some feedback. Your feedback really helps shape what we do and explore next. So see you in the next one.